All right, Billy, you're back in the NBA. You're the general manager of the 76ers. You're going to have a ton of cap room. What are you doing?
Well, you're in the win now mode. I mean, you've got to win, so you got to look at the how many players that you can acquire with the space to have a positive impact with Joel. Um, and it's tricky because Joel is going to need a lot of touches. He's going to get the majority of the touches. You want Maxi to still have the flexibility to be able to create and do his thing. So in bringing in another guy, it's got to be somebody that understands they may not get as many touches. So to me, it's got to be somebody that can hit a knockdown open three, or create them for themselves off the dribble. But really, I think you need as much shooting as possible around Joel and Maxi. I mean, I think you need, and then when I say shooting, you need like the Kyle Korvers, the JJ Redick type shooting, just to space the floor for Maxi and Joel. And then I would try to get as many 6'8" long athletic guys I can, because you're going to have to guard Tatum, Jaylen Brown, the Knicks. You need as many of those guys so you're switching and defensively. So if you can find 4, 5, 6'8" long athletic players, and then as much shooting, if they can be 3-and-D guys, it's even better. But length and shooting to me is a must, to be as athletic as possible, because Joel is, for his size, he's athletic, but he's not as mobile because he's big. And so I think if you can complement him with length and athleticism, that you can get out and run. So when he's not in the game, or if he does get hurt, now you put them with Maxi, those guys are running it, and you have an up-tempo game and pace. But I think length and shooting is a must.
Are there some today George Lynch, Tyrone Hill, Eric Snow type guys around they could add for some toughness and rebounding?
Yeah, but the problem with today's game, it'd be harder for the Eric Snows and George Lynch, because George liked to think he could be a 3-point shooter. He knocked down one every now and then, but I think it'd be even harder for Eric because he was not a 3-point shooter. I think today's game, it's really hard. Now, unless you're, Shea Alexander-Gilgeous, who can get in there and get your mid-range game. So you've got to be able to space the floor, because otherwise they wouldn't guard those guys and make it even tougher. Paul George is available, but do you look at him, his age, whatever? I think I like the fact that he's a guy that can create it, but he's a guy that's, he's been used to getting a lot of shots. And so if he's not going to get as many shots, is he going to be comfortable in that role? I don't know.
Well, right, and that was going to be my question to you. Would he be comfortable in that role?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, and I don't know if he will, just because
even at what, he's 32,
he's 34,
33 now?
33 to 4.
34,
yeah, because
even chance to win a ring, perhaps.
Yeah, because even
sell him on that.
Well, I mean, you had James Harden in that role, and everybody said he needs to be more aggressive, and he was more passive than he always been. He might be, but it's hard. And the thing about it, he's a West Coast guy, wants to be on the West Coast. So if what would concern me, would he just be coming for the money? Because they give you 4 years. Okay, the Clippers aren't going to give me 4. I'll go there because I can get 4 years. I'm in Philly. I want to be in California. Is he going to be? That's where I worry. You want somebody that's coming they should be wanting to come and win a championship, and money becomes secondary at this point in their career.
Care to throw out a name as to who you think would be the perfect third guy, whether by trade or free agency?
No, because it's hard. I think, you have to get in and really look at it. And, I mean, the guys, the usual suspects everybody talks about, Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's missed a lot of games over the years. I mean, so how many guys, and same thing with Paul George, how many guys are you going to want that you're going to miss? I think you need a lot of guys that play more than 65s. You need guys getting the high 70s, maxi range of playing. You don't want guys that are playing 65 games, 60 games, because that's going to hurt you. And I think you can't put yourself so you're so far back that your seeding hurts you. I think this year they had to play perfect to get to the 8th seed. They got always 7th, right? Yeah, 7th seed. But you don't want to have to do that. You want to be up there 4 or 5 where you have a chance to get home court advantage. So you can't have guys where you're missing a lot of games because it hurts you come playoff time.